Okay, just so during the day I posted a chart of the dollar index, right? So when it was like here, so we run up, and yesterday I was watching this level here, see if this hold. It didn't, but on the macro time frame this held. Okay, we had this breaker that led to the move up, right? Down candle led to the move up, took out the stops, then broke down, retested it again, sold off. So come London, we ran up, right? We took out previous day's high, okay, then we started to break down. Now when I saw this, right, this was a thin, inefficient move. This is why I filled this, mentioned this part. It's a really thin move and often get filled in. I still do think it'll get filled in, but maybe later on. Now, if you remember from yesterday, I pointed out that we were in a range with the euro, so I'll mention that. So as soon as it started to break down, I did long it. It was in profit, but then we had this intraday break. Okay, this down candle to move up, and then broke down, broke this low here. So I'm thinking lower low, so this shouldn't be taken because they took the stops here. So I thought, okay, this is a good opportunity to sell, buy euro. But it pushed up. As soon as I started pushing too deep in it, that's when I cut my euro long. Okay, and then I looked back at it and I said, okay, where could it be pivoting off of? Now I only knew to use this after the fact, so I say, okay, what is it coming off of then? You can see this breaker from yesterday that held yesterday, that was acting as support and resistance. Okay, resistance here, support here, letting me off. That's fine. So at this point I don't know if it's going to hold. Only if it starts going deeper, then I can use that information. Now going forward, how did I play the euro? So how did I replicate that with the euro? With the euro I saw this happening early in the morning. It came to this 15-minute block, and at the same time, as the dollar index took out yesterday's high, euro didn't take out yesterday's low. So I thought, okay, that's divergence, and I'm thinking, okay, we've got clean stops here. I need a reason to get long as well. Where could it target? Well, we've got clean stops here. Fill this thin movement from Asia, and so I waited here. It came down into this, took out these lows here, and then high, higher low, higher high, higher low. As soon as it started in this consolidation, that's when I got on board. So you'll see my entry. I just get my stop loss there. So we went up, and this was the midnight New York Open, and thought, okay, I need to see a thrust through that. Okay, we didn't get that, and then as soon as it started to break down, and at the same time going back to the dollar, this was pushing up into here, I collapsed it. It was about 2.5 ticks or something like about 2 ticks loss, and I cut it. So if that's the case, right, you gotta think, obviously it doesn't want to go up now. Okay, so most likely it's want to go down. Where could it reach for lowest downside objectives? Well, we got this low here, we took it here, and we've got this low here. So I thought, okay, going back to the dollar again, it's using this as support, so we're getting support and resistance here. Okay, this is in resistance turn support and expecting higher move. I still think we probably take this out, but nevertheless, going back to the euro, at this point I knew, okay, where is my invalidation level? Where does it want to go? It's clear Thursday's lows, right? Can you understand why Thursday's lows would be appealing for a target? Because there's going to be stops resting there. Okay, it's not like an intraday level, it's a key day level. So those that are long, this is a big move up. There's a good chance the stop's going to be resting there. So I thought, okay, I know I'm wrong if it goes back above here. So at this point here, I shorted it here. My stop loss was there. You've seen my stop loss, and my target's there. Now it's come down because it's a Friday and late in the day. My main aim is just get back in the green for the day. It was only a couple of ticks, but back in the green for the day. I got that, and I banked a portion, and I trailed my stop loss, and I got taken out. Now, if it was any other day, I would have held it. Okay, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna bitch about this, that, the other. The main thing is I got back my loss. Also, see this line here? This was acting as support, wasn't it? This high, the candle is acting as support here. Look at the bodies. Support, support, acted as resistance. Okay, so this is why I used this high here as my stop loss. And I knew my objective, which was this low, and if I held it, obviously it came down, hit that objective. Is that clear? Now, what I also did was look at other pairs to see, am I getting similar price action with that? Earlier on today, I was looking at Aussie dollar, right, as a long, and it looked like a really good long to me. Okay, but if we're wrong, it doesn't matter because we can switch our bias. So here at this point I thought, okay, it's pushing up. If we look throughout the week, it's made a low, lower low, higher low, higher low. I thought, okay, high of the week hasn't been taken, the stop's going to be resting there, and I took this as a breaking market structure at the time. Now what will tell me if I'm wrong? Well, first sign, this could be taken as a breaking market structure and any retracement could have been a buy. Okay, so if I'm correct, right, see these down candles here, they should act as support. Okay, so I'm only looking at this for confluence for the euro short. Okay, confluence for the euro short. As soon as this broke here, that sort of confirmed to me euro wants to go down as well. Okay, because one of the majors, and I thought dollar's got more upside to go. Okay, so this is now what, a breaker. So if you look down, this is where I switch to the 1 minute even. So if I look down here, I'm watching this and watching euro at the same time. Break of it, retest. Now I know what's my invalidation level at this point. It's clear that it wants to go lower. Where are the objectives? Well, we've got this low here and low of the week. Okay, so that's where it's trying to reach for. Because you can't just short it. You need a target to reach for. What is the objective? What does market want to do? So when we got confluence of the majors doing this, I thought, okay, let's short the fuck out of this. I took the euro instead, and I used this just to watch it as confluence. Now, that's one entry I've taken it. What's another entry I've taken it? Basic trend line. And this is where I say these trend lines work when you're in sync with where price wants to reach for. Does that make sense? Okay. No, I didn't trade to Thursdays. No, I got out because it's a Friday. It's a 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My main objective was make back my loss. I mean, we've always got next week anyway. But this is me, an example of how I switched my bias. So, okay, if I'm wrong on the long, I can always mitigate that loss, can't I? Using basic support and resistance, okay? Yes, I entered it early. Now, this is an example of where I didn't give a fuck about the entry. As long as it's good risk to reward, I enter around here. Where's my invalidation level? Above here. Where's my target? Here. Over 1R, okay? I'm just looking for a quick over 1R. It quickly gave me that. And that's it. I was done. At this point, I thought, okay, possible support here. This body here. But I was fine with that. It held and reached the objective, okay? So that was how. Is everybody clear with how I switched my bias and was able to mitigate my loss immediately? I didn't hold it for the full stop out here. There's no point. When the dollar's showing that it wants to go high, there's no point holding for the full loss. Get the fuck out. Okay? I would have got it out for break even, but by the time I was clicking the order, it was just too, it went down too fast. But is everyone clear with that? Okay, let me stop the recording and you can ask questions.